the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to have their hook up here to Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.
Brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job,
it's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Browns, first down.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Operating from the gun, Booker. This will be caught. Judy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
20! And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
First down.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. Booker. Now a run here off the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
The kick is good.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so they get this up to the 29. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 31.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 30.
Now it's Burrow. Working depth. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Here's Burrow. There's a short one complete to Harris. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's a gain of 20. That's another.
They'll try to run this one in. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, that is well read on the backside. And he'll be met well behind the line of scrimmage. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal.
A gain of 9 on the play.
Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dante Thornton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a play fake here on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Oh. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Booker. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
First down. A gain of 34 yards. And the Browns first down.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carson Schlesinger. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now he's going to step up and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35.
13 yards on the play. That's another Bengals.
Burrow will throw. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
10 more yards. That's another Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw again. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Booker. That's taken in by Bond. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
Off play action. Booker. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Browns first down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Browns.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Browns, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Pass on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drives 7 plays in length. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Down. Sampson. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Bengals, first down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up second.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now the Browns down by 13, 2:11 to go. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning, so speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. Throwing to start the drive. Booker.
Complete to number 16. 8 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Able to find Judy. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
7 yards.
Operating from the gun, Booker. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
operating from the gun. Booker completes to Njoku. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's the Bengals who come away with a win, and the man leading the way was their quarterback, CD. That's Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I thought this defense just didn't have an answer for him all game long. They tried to change things up, but he was always one step ahead. And he finished with over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdown passes as well.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.